So as we said, this is a Q&A session. We won't be presenting anything as we already shared the recordings with you. I will just share the post. I will just post the Q&A, the questionnaire that we prepared for you in case you would like to fill in, which would be really much appreciated. That will be about this session, and you can add your comments about the reporting as well, the recording that we shared. Sorry. So let's see the hands if you have any question, please. And I'll try to give a floor by starting with the first hand. Or you can write in the chat if you don't want to express in. Okay. Borja, maybe I pronounce correct. Let's see. Can the remaining budget, which has not been incurred in 24, be included in the 25 report? I think this is a question about reporting. It's not about a question about amendment. No, so any costs that were incurred in 24, that was already closed. So any spending that you had this year have to be reported in the reports of 25. I think the question is this one. If you mean about a budget transfer, that is not possible. So you can clarify the question if you like, if it's not clear. Do you have any questions? Does anyone have a question? Okay, Katarzyna. We are the activity leader, but we cannot see the financial contacts of our partners in the tool, even though it was shown in the webinar. Is that normal, or does it indicate that our partners have not properly registered their finance contacts in the system? Maria, maybe you can help with this one. Normally, you should be able to see, but I think if you cannot see, maybe they are missing. Katarzyna, give me your Kava code. We can check.
Yeah.
No?
We can check. We won't show any details. I mean, with the rest, we won't share the screen, but I can quickly check if all the finance contacts are there, linked to all the participants which have the budget, if this is the question. Yeah.
You can edit here. Thank you. Joe, rollover from 25 to 26 not permitted at all, or are there cases which will be allowed? So as you may remember, there was a monitoring period back in a few months. At that monitoring, there were some Kavas who requested this kind of a problem. So they raised hand and they said they need to move some budget from here and there because of this reasons. And these were all subject to a panel review. And after those panel reviews, there were few Kavas that were discussed. And I think those might be allowed to make these changes, but not more than 2 or 3. And this was already recorded in the monitoring session. If this was not discussed at that moment, then it's not allowed. Correct. Katarzyna, yes, please, can you let us know the Kava code, or yeah, if you like, write us separately and we can check and get back to you.
Hello. So now I see that everything is okay, because on Friday we sent an email to the support, and now I see that everything is okay. So sorry for the question. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Great. Thanks.
Okay.
I put it here. It is clear now. Great. Any questions? I want to check the Q&A section as well. No, there are not. I see new people are joining to call. Just to remind everyone, this is a Q&A session, so we will not be presenting anything, and the recordings were already shared with you all. But if you have any questions, don't hesitate to either write in the chat or raise a hand, and we would like to answer them quickly. Selenia, are there some limits about budget change requests? Limits, I can say there are 2 changes that are allowed in this budget amendment period. One of them is to change a budget of a participant, so a change within the cost categories. So let's say travel costs can be decreased and same amount might be increased in the personal cost, so within the same participants. Or there might be changes which are allowed within participants in the same project. So you have, I don't know, 3 of them, and some budgets have to be moved from one participant to another. That is also allowed. Apart from these 2 change types, the rest are not allowed in this period. Correct. Borja, another. If in the report 25 we spent more money than what we have said in the amendment, we understand that we can receive funding up to the total EIT funding and not on the total from 25 amendment. I think so, but this is a bit related to reporting as well. I don't want to give more information about reporting at this stage because I don't know the details, to be honest. I need to check the rules. I need to check with the grants team. So give us some time about this question. But if you think this is going to be really much related to your amendments at this moment, drop us an email to participants' mailbox and let me check with the colleagues, your case specifically, and what exactly you are trying to check on your budgets. If it's okay, Borja, you know the mail address, or I can type here at the end of the call. Julia Caponi, a partner would like to move budget between different cost categories, but one cost category was not included as of now. Is it possible to edit? Yes. So I think that cost category should belong to 25. Yes, it can be added. Please drop us an email again to participants' mailbox so we can check with grants team and they can add that specific cost category, which is not there, which is missing at the moment for year 25.
Berfu, I think that Selenia had her hand raised at some moment. Do you have, Selenia, maybe some follow-up question or remark on what Berfu was explaining?
Sure. I don't see the hands.
Yeah, she removed it. That's why I'm asking, just in case.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, I would like to know only if there are some limitation in terms of amount regard the request of budget change.
No, so if it's within the budget, so if you don't ask for an extra amount, let's call it,
sure,
there's no limits. So there's no limits, unless it is about subcontracting. That's another specific cost category. Other than that, everything is okay. I mean, if you can express the reasons clearly, if everything makes sense, if everything has a logic, why not? No problem. I have not been informed about any limits. No problem. Laszlo, we need to move KPIs from 25 to 26, and that was not raised in the monitoring session. What options do we have? Can you drop us an email, Laszlo? Let me ask this question to our grants team.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you. Because we need to understand the reasons. Maybe it was about some delays and everything. We need to ask to the relevant colleague who is responsible from the KPIs, and let's see our options there.
Yeah, also just one more thing that I think this is ongoing, but we do not have the 2026 budget up yet. I think it should be there.
Yes. So you mean normally in your proposal, you had the budget, correct?
Yeah.
And it's missing right now. Maria, I don't know what is the current situation, but I know some proposals were missing these 26 budgets, and I think colleagues are now inserting them. But do you know these specific cases, or we can check and get back to you about this one as well?
Yeah,
you know that, Maria?
Yeah, I know that we have been working on that lately, but I'm not sure of your concrete case. Maybe you can send us an email, or maybe just give us your cover name or cover number so that we can check now.
So I already did. So maybe it's already underway. I just wanted to check. But if you want me to, I'm happy to send another one.
If we were in talks, sorry, that I tried to reply a lot of emails and then I forgot which one I replied, but I can always trace them. But if we are already in contact with them, if I told you that we are checking, we will get back to you, for sure we will get back to you. Probably I ask a question to a colleague and that's pending on them. But if you like, let's speed up it again. Send me another email. I will remember the name and the cover probably the moment when I see, and I'll chase, like I chase my friends there.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Joe, on what ground could the budget change request be rejected? Good question. I think, Joe, I am not the one who are checking the final amounts. So it's the head of grants, as you know, from the approval process. So the changes which are not allowed will be rejected for sure. What I mean, like asking for extra amount or trying to move budget from 25 to 26. as these are not allowed, they will be rejected. Other than that, if everything is within the rules, there shall not be any rejection unless something is missing, and they always have their input in the rejection note. So you will see like the amounts are not matching, reimbursement rate is wrong, please check the reimbursement rate again. So if you can always see those remarks when they reject it, but if you follow the general rules for this amendment, keeping in mind that there are 2 change requests which are allowed, and then you check your reimbursement rates while you are submitting the values. If the budget is not asked for more, so I think it will be okay. There will be no reason to be rejected. Borja, monitoring phase of November 25 applies to projects which end in 25. So I sent another email very recently that there will be no monitoring in this year. So in my first email, we mentioned that there will be a monitoring phase and we will let you know about the details. But then recently, after some internal discussions, it was decided that there will be no monitoring this year. And the earliest one is in Q2 next year. So, but there is no monitoring this year. But yes, in the first place, that was the mail we sent. It will apply to the projects that will not end in 25, but will continue in 26 and 27. That was the note. So we do directly. Yes, correct. So we start reporting. About reporting, again, I don't want to say something because I don't have the full knowledge. However, I can say it will start before the year ends. So we will not wait for the beginning of 26, but probably in December. It also depends on the feature in the tool. The IT colleagues are working on the feature. So once it's ready and it's okay to launch, it will be launched, and I think it will be in December. So we can say, not beginning of 26, but end of 25. Better to say it this way. Any questions? I'll check the hands as well. Elena, my question does not concern properly the budget change, but the fact that after the shift from Plaza to my EIT Food, I cannot see the 2 projects we work on as a partner on the platform. So I cannot see our budget at all. We wrote several times to EIT support office, but they did not solve us the problem. What can we do? Elena, Maria will comment, but as far as I know, every active project, which is still ongoing, were migrated. So if you cannot see it, it might be about the contact issues. If it was a Kava that's already ended, that's the reason that you may not be able to see because the migration is still ongoing. But Maria, do you have anything to add to this question?
Yeah, maybe to speed up things, I can check now this on spot. If you share with me the Kava number or the Kava name here in the chat, or you can send me the direct message via Teams. I will check this on spot and tell you the status. That would be, I think, the quickest and the most efficient.
Yeah. Okay, Elena, please write us the Kava code. You can write the Kava code here if you like, because I think there is nothing to hide about the Kava codes, however you prefer. Emmanuel, Nutridono Kava. Yes, our project was originally scheduled to start in February 25, but the official start letter only arrived in April 25. Therefore, we agreed with the project monitors to begin the project in May. As a result, we updated the Gantt chart and adjusted the 25 budget from 11 years to 8 months, reallocating a portion of 25 budget that was not spent due to the delayed start of 26-27. What should we do now? Will the unspent budget be lost? Emmanuel, I don't know if this was discussed with grants team before. Maybe your case was discussed. I don't want to say definitely no, but yes, as a general rule, there is no rollover of budgets, which means any money that is not spent this year is going to be like lost money. That's correct. But if you have a specific case which was discussed, like if there was a history, let us send an email, explain the Kava code, the case like you did right now, and I'll make sure that this is shared with grants team, because now we have a working space with them where we try to spot these kind of cases. And let me add yours to there, and let's ask grants team if there is anything that was agreed before, let's call it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Katarzyna, if we ask for the change and at the reporting stage, we still have some unforeseen cost and we report a cost which are a bit different than amended budget, will it be accepted? Up until this reporting period, for the ones that we were engaged in previous years, that was the thing that grants team were always advising. If you have more costs spent, report them. So report and let's see, because in any case you had the costs spent, so report them and we will see. I don't know if any grants colleagues are here to share their thoughts with us, but this is the way I know. So probably in the worst case, they will be rejected. In any case, you spent the amount, which is more than the budgeted amount. So report them when the reporting is open. You're welcome. Julia, it should be, okay. Julia is sharing the Kava, Mariam, 21304. And you can find Julia's case about.
Okay. I'm answering now to Elena. I tend to ask her that we need basically we need to have a quick check. The Kavas, both Kavas are in the system, so they are migrated well from Plaza to Salesforce. I believe that there is an issue with the roles within the project. So I'll try to discuss that with Elena one-to-one.
Okay. Okay. Let me know if you need our help, Maria. Anna, you are the project financial manager of University of Coimbra for Food Forest Kava. Okay, and you cannot see. I'll take Maria, if you like, check this one as well, but it might be about access rights as well, because I remember Food Forest was already a packed group, and I think everyone was there, but maybe there's an access right problem. Anna, let us check. Inigo, the refund of 30 of the EIT funding that participants have to make, when is it carried out if the project ends in 25? Is the 10 contribution retained by the EIT? I don't know, Inigo. A difficult question for me. I'll take this offline. I'll get back to you. I need to ask this to grants team. Because again, this goes a little bit on the reporting side, and I need to ask them. I'll take a note. I'll get back to you. Noemi. Hello, is it possible to carry over the budget from 24 to 25? If so, is the procedure the same for movements between the same category? So, Noemi, it's not possible, not because that rollover budget is not allowed. It is more about 24 numbers that you see are your reported costs. So there is no budget figure left for 24. The values you see for 24 are already reported amounts. So those are the real spended amounts. So no, there cannot be any movement from 24 to 25 or 25 to 26, but especially for 24 to 25, as 24 is only your spended amount, the costs. Thank you, Inigo. Thanks. I'll check it. Any questions? Let me check the hands as well. I don't see hands. Do you have any question? It might be a generic question if it's not about your projects. Katarzyna. When trying to create a project change request for one of the partner organizations, we are unable to select that organization under recent project organization roles. Should be QR. As a result, the system automatically displays budget data and line items from a different partner, and we cannot edit or input the correct amounts. Yeah, this is Katarzyna. Maybe Maria can check this one because I cannot share the screen as details will be shown to everyone. Let us check this one. So you mean, but Katarzyna, you are sure that the participant entity is listed under consortium, right? Because if it's under consortium, then you just start typing the name of the entity and it pops up. Like it must pop up.
Therefore, I will check this in detail. So I responded to Anna. I don't see Anna in the system as any of the project contact roles. So we need to see what kind of role she has and then to add her.
Okay.
There and now let me check the Katarzyna's Kava.
Okay. Anna, can you please send us an email to participants' mailbox? I will add you. Because I need to check your roles. If you need a role, we need to check with your master contact. So drop an email and I'll add you after some quick checks. Okay, what else? Let me see. No questions in the chat. Maria is checking stuff simultaneously. No hands at this moment. I see a few more people are admitted to the call. So just for you to know, everyone, this is a Q&A session, so you can raise your hand or add your question to the chat, and we are here to answer them. In the Q&A chat box, let me see. Yes. Noemi, I see that is your question. Same question. We replied. Does anyone have a question? So I don't know who are in the call right now. Probably activity leaders are also joining this call. So just another reminder, make sure your consortium is correctly filled in and the budgets of those consortium members are correctly inserted. What we mean, like whichever participant is there, they need to have the budget for 25. If anything is missing, reach us. If you see any cost category is missing, again, send us an email. That will be a very quick thing by my grants team to add to the system. EIT funding rate can be modified in this amendment. That's another question. I don't think so because it's already like we are closing the BP. I don't think this is the moment to change. But if you need a change, I don't know the rules about the change, by the way, because your proposals are approved with certain amount of rate. So this change of rate is not something really done. I don't know, I haven't seen one example before, but if you have a reason for this, send us an email. I need to check with grants team about the rule and of course the need, why it is there and the explanation of the need. So just drop us an email. I think you have more to ask, so you can combine them and send us one email. Selenia, can you repeat the answer about this topic? If we ask for the change and at the reporting stage, we still have some unforeseen costs and we report a cost which are a bit different than amended budget, would it be accepted if reasonably justified? Sure, I can repeat. So the reporting period has not been launched yet, first of all. That's why I don't know the rules. I don't know the guideline yet. However, in previous reporting periods that I have been experiencing since 2020, I have seen that my grants colleagues are telling us or the participants, if you have more costs than the budgeted amounts, add them to the report. Because in any case, you spent the money. If it's more than the budgeted amount, still add them to your cost statements. There is no promise that they will be accepted, but at least they will look at the figures in general, and if there is something, then they can check. But I don't know the details. That's why in the previous answer that I gave to this question, I cannot clearly confirm that they will be approved, they will be rejected. No, we don't know. But from previous experience, I know that whatever has been spent, report them. And then they will see the whole figure, and I don't know, they will give us the details about the next steps about those cases. I hope that helps, Selenia. Maria, you replied to Katarzyna. Fine. Okay,
Yes, I think if we have time, maybe it will be good to make a quick demonstration of how the things are picked up within the project change request and what actually need to be changed in the budget line and budget line items. Because I checked everything related to that CAVA and the project organization rule and how it's linked to the budget. So for me, everything looks fine. So we won't show things in this CAVA concretely, but rather in the test CAVA.
You mean, Maria, to do something in the test CAVA?
Yes.
Do you want to do it, or do you want me to do it?
Well, I can do it if you agree.
Yeah, it was training Kava.
Yeah. I can quickly log in to the portal so that you have the same view as I mean, we have the view as you do. And then to show you basically what you need to pay attention to when you're selecting the project organization role within the project change request.
Anna is the activity leader, Maria.
Yes. Okay, I'm logging now as her, and I'm about to share my screen, if it's okay for you. In the meantime, you can still ask your questions, so we will tackle that. We still have enough time, I think. Okay, I will share my screen for the moment. Okay, so right now I'm in this test Kava. So as we are all agreed, and we also shared with you in the training material. So it's important that you check that everything is okay in terms of the members of the consortium and especially the roles within the project. So activity leader, I'm now logged in as Anna. I need to be sure that for the company, for the participant for which I want to change the budget, I have that participant, that I have the budget that is linked to that, and on top of it, that there is a finance contact that is linked to that organization, and of course, each Kava needs by default to have the project monitor. That part normally you are not checking. So I see here that there is Anna Pizza organization. Let me see. So there is the finance contact that is linked to that organization. So if I go there, I will be able to see that. So it's organization name. So that's correct. And let me go to the budget. So there is Anna Pizza budget. Okay, so now I'm about to initiate the project change request. I'm doing it from here, project change request, new. And now maybe, Katarzyna, you can step in to explain me concretely what's happening. So let me just, you know that there is we also advise you to use a certain naming convention so that we can know from the moment we see the project change request, what is it about. It's also for you to make things easier for yourself. But now I will just put to speed up things, anything. Today is the 13th, something like that. Is zero reallocation of funds, and here I will put anything just to go quickly. So now, Katarzyna, you said that you have been selecting the organization. So you can start. So if by default this organization is not here in the in the drop-down list, you can start typing the name. So I will do now the same, and now I will be able to select this Anna Pizza organization. I don't know whether your problem was here or when you were able actually to select the correct project organization role, but then you had issues with the selecting of the budget. So here by default, when I select the right project organization role, I can select only the budgets that are linked to that project organization role. But you know that one participant, can have like several different budgets for several different years. So to be sure you're picking the correct one, you can start typing the year. So here I was given the year, so I will just pick it up. But you can start typing the year, and then only that year will pop up for that participant. So, Katarzyna, you
She
can...
said, Maria, she said, while selecting the organization on the recent project organization role, we cannot see our partner listed and therefore cannot create a change request for them. But Maria, you check that the participant is in the consortium, yes, right? So what I suggested, but you need to write the correct name. So sometimes entities' legal names and organizations' name are not same. So this might be Anna Pizza, but in the legal documents, it might be House Pizza Anna. So first, you need to start with H, so rather than A. Yeah. I hope this is clear. So it has to be exactly the same name. That's how we need to type.
Yeah. So in your case, Katarzyna, I can tell you the organization name. For that ID of the project organization that you gave me starts with T. So it's and you can check also. You can also go here. So you can just start by typing T, and then it will pop up. So you can go here to project organization role and see how this company is listed. So what is the name? And once you start typing T, it will pop up, and then you click on it, and then you move to the selection of the budget, and then correct budget will be selected. So please let us know if you have any further questions, and if it works for you.
She said she will check. She will check.
Great.
Maria, thank you. Do you have other questions? Let me see the hands. No hands. I posted the recordings here again. Many of you probably have already received the emails, but here I posted them again if it's easy to access the recordings to see how the things work in the tool. There is one question. The budget change request can also be made by the non-applicant partners or by the main applicant. In our case, is GA Europe. So the budget change requests, so let's explain it a little bit from scratch, going one step back. So the budget change request can only be submitted by the activity leader of the project. So as you may already know, the project can have only one activity leader, which is a person from the leading entity of the project. So you have your consortiums, you select one leading project, leading partner or leading entity. From that entity, someone is authorized to be the activity leader, who is authorized to make these changes for the name of everyone in the consortium. But how the flow works, so first activity leader agrees among each other, add the changes in the system, and then this change request drops to the notification list of the program manager. The new name is project monitor. So the project monitor, who is responsible at EIT Food from your projects, will check the request. Once this is approved, this will fall to the finance contact of the entity whose budget is going to be affected from the requests. So the finance contact of that entity will check, okay, this is how we agreed with the activity leader. All good, I approve. Once this is approved as a final step, it is the grants team who needs to check if everything is in order, and they approve it. So no one, apart from the activity leader, is able to make any change in the project, and any change request that comes via this way have to be approved by the finance contact of each entity who are going to be affected from this change. So some participants may not need any change. That's why activity leader will not move any budget for them. But for the rest, he or she will add these changes in the tool. So I hope this is helpful, Amanita. One more question. Okay, this legal contact has to sign documents, or is it only the check documents of the aid? Can we declare as legal contact the same person? Correct. So one person can have all the roles. Different people can have different roles. So legal contact is normally the one who checks the documents, know the details about the legal stuff. But we always use the signing contact, who we see in the system as the person who receives the contracts. So legal contact doesn't need to do any action in the system yet. I don't know if legal contact will have any duty in the coming days, let's say in reporting period or not, but we need the legal contact for sure for every entity to be in the system. It's okay if this person is not registered, but we need to see the name, like signing contact, finance contact, legal contact, and master contact. We need all of these roles for each entity. One person can have all the roles, 2 of them, 3 of them, however your entity is structured, it's okay. You're welcome. Let's see if we have any raised hands. No, we don't have. Erika, so if a partner has no change, they do not need to do anything on the portal and will not receive any notification about this amendment. Correct. So Erika, let's say you are not the activity leader, so you are not the responsible person who needs to add the changes in the tool. If your entity has no change, you won't receive anything. That will be the activity leader and other finance contacts from the other entities who need a change within your consortia. You won't receive anything. But you can see things in the portal as you are already in the project contact roles of the system. You're welcome. Do you have other questions? I check the hands. Quickly, I check the Q&A section. Yeah, no questions for the moment. Yeah, there is one. Where can we find the activity leader name? And in our case, Kava DTTI action, if I click into consortium, the info related to project organization roles and project contact roles, it's empty. Noemi, I need to check, or maybe Maria, you can, however you want, we can take this offline. You can find the activity leader name in the consortia, but Noemi, you can see the project details yourself, right? So I'm trying to understand if you have already a role in the Kava and you have the access. Because if you are not listed in the roles in the of your Kava, you won't be able to see some stuff. So if you are already in the Kava, you need to see them under consortium. I know this project.
If I may, because I'm checking here the platform and I have the financial contact.
Okay.
They have the financial, and it says project organization roles is 0 and project contact roles also 0. So I don't know if I need to send the email to the participants, mention this with a screenshot.
Okay, Maria, is there a specific problem, like a bug you are aware of? Because normally as a finance contact, they need to be able to see all the contacts, no?
Let me just check this concrete case.
Thanks.
It is Noemi, no?
Yes, Anna replied. She says Noemi is not listed in the Kava as a finance contact.
It's under Cristina Velkoska.
Yeah. You are, my colleague Anna, she checked. She says you are not listed in the project roles of the Kava.
It's not under my name, but it's under my manager's name. Her name is Cristina Velkoska.
Okay, so you are using Christina's mail to check it, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Is Christina there? Anna, can you see the screen? If Christina is there as a FOP,
yeah, I can
Christina
see she's
needs
there.
to see.
I'm checking now the permissions. She has good permissions. Let me see. Maybe we would just need to reset that and then it would work. Okay. We'll make sure we fix that, and then Noemi, if you agree, we can just confirm in the chat here in the chat that it's fixed.
Maria, I didn't want to answer Selenia's next question because I wasn't sure. Will the activity leader receive a notification about the finance contact's approval? Yes. Right?
Yes, normally,
when
yes.
finance contact approves something as an activity leader, you will receive a notification that says it is approved. Same applies for project monitor as well as
for all
grants,
so for
maybe.
all approvers in the chain, you will normally get a notification on the email. And also you can also look into the Kava, do the follow-up in your Kava. You will also see under the approval history where the process is, where is the next step on which approver.
Katarzyna checked her case, Maria. She says, yes, partner now appeared, but the budget is not correct. So Katarzyna, if it's about a budget, you mean they don't have 25 budgets? Like, what do you mean by it seems the budget is not correct? Because you need to select 25 budget of that participant. If it's missing, then drop us an email because I don't know if it was already an approved proposal with the 25 budgets. The budget from previous partner. Let's take this one offline. I am not sure, maybe because I don't see the screen myself. Or Maria, if you have the screen open for Katarzyna's case. What do you mean by
actually no.
the budget
Yeah, I'm working with a couple of different cases, so I can already tell to Elena, with whom we started checking the Kavas, which were not visible, that we will, since it's more complicated, we will check that just after this this session. What I can do, what I started now fixing is actually the access of the manager of Noemi, Christina, I believe that is her name. And then I also suggest that we check the Katarzyna's case issue with the budgets just after this session.
Katarzyna, you mean the budget's figures are not correct. So it is about, this is the budget which not belongs to this particular partner. Okay, send us an email because this could have been, if there was a mistake, this could have been recognized some time ago, as I don't think this cover is a new cover. So I understand the budget figures you see are not correct. Let us see. I don't know the cover by heart right now. Let us check. And please, in your email, just mention the cover code again. So like try to clarify the question because we receive a lot of questions and we got confused time to time. Seeing your name might not be enough for a moment to remember. Thank you. Erika, if some changes between cost categories will also apply to subsequent years, is there a way need to indicate this in the amendment or do we have to wait for the next amendment? Do you mean a change that will affect 26? I think so, right? So you want to make a change that will affect the budget of 26. Then yes, we need to wait for the next amendment. I am not sure about the date of the next amendment. Is it in May, a bit before, a bit after? I don't know, but once we know it, we will also let you know. But yes, if you need to make some changes for 26, 27 budgets that your project has already received as a proposal requested, yes, let's wait. Let's wait for the next amendment. Do you have other questions?
I can already answer to Noemi. For Christina, finance contact Christina. So I checked everything. She actually can see the budgets of her of the organization that she is listed as a finance contact. So I was able to test it, so it works. What doesn't work, and I can see that is the fact that she cannot see who are the members of the consortium and who are the project contact roles. But that is normal. So this is how the system works.
Okay. I didn't know that. So as a finance contact, they don't have this right to see.
They see the budgets of their own budget, and they will be able to post the cost reporting, as you suggested, near the end of the year, beginning next year. But they don't see the rest of the information about from other consortium members.
Okay, I hope this is clear. Thank you. I'll check the hands as well. We don't have raised hands. Does anyone have further questions? Maria, are you still checking for any open question or you are done? I'm just trying to understand if anything is pending.
Yeah, I will check, as I said already to Elena, I will check her case of 2 cavas because there we need to thoroughly to check the accesses for everyone. And yeah, because there is also the situation where the activity leader is not going to actually to perform the changes, but somebody else. So we need to figure out what is the best to go forward. So we'll take it just after this session.
Okay. Okay, I think there are no more questions. Does anyone have a further question. It might be a generic one, doesn't need to be about specifically Yorkawa. So as a reminder, there will be no amendments in this year. So the next amendment will be next year in second quarter.
Sorry, Berfu, no monitoring.
Sorry, I am sorry, because I was reading something simultaneously. Sorry, great point. So no monitoring this year. Amendment continues. And maybe it's good that we can mention on 21st of October, the process that includes activity leader, project monitor, and the finance contact have to be finalized. So what we mean, as activity leaders, don't take 21st as your last day to submit your changes. That is the last day that the finance contact of the entity whose budget is going to be affected from the whole thing, that is the last day for them. So as activity leaders, you need to do something before 21st to make sure the finance contacts have time and the program managers to finalize their bits in the amendment flow. That might be one point I can raise. Okay, I think we are good. If you have any questions, of course, they may come up later. You can always reach us via participants mailbox. Every mail that you send, that creates a ticket. So we chase them, we follow them carefully. But if for a reason, if you use same subject in a generic email that we send and you reply to that generic email, that mail might be lost because it's a system that it piles up same mails under each other. So what I'm trying to say, if you have a question, try to put a different subject to your mail and send it to our mailbox, participants mailbox, and me and my colleagues. We will make sure that we reply you quickly. If we are not the correct ones to reply, we always check with our colleagues to make sure we give you the fastest and the most correct answer. So, Maria, do you have any notes to add? Otherwise, I think we can give 10 minutes back to people.
No, I don't have any.
Okay. Thank you very much, everyone. Best of luck. I hope everything is smoother, and we are here if you need us. Thank you very much. Have a lovely day and a week.